my eyes.
Was it like my toenails just scraping against the...
But like, more. It was like... And then suddenly there's more and more and more and more, and I look over, and he is on his back, and he is rolling into the wall, and like, lying on it to like try to flip over without waking up. And then I go, Papa, and he like stops, flips over. And I'm like, what are you doing?
It's like a demonic possession.
Hey.
If you like this content, please subscribe.
You can leave a comment.
Like it.
We're also on Anchor.
We're on Anchor. Both of our podcasts are on Anchor. So if you're on the go and you want to listen instead of having to watch YouTube, you can find us there.
It also works on Spotify as well.
Yep. Thank you.
Thanks.
It's coffee break! I fucking got you on that one.
Yeah.
She didn't know I was recording that whole thing.
The whole story. I was just like telling it.
The cold opening, yeah.
I was talking about our dog, by the way. Him waking me up at 5 this morning.
He's cute. He's lovable.
Super cute. He's gotten cuter. Every day he gets a little bit cuter, and I love him more and more and more.
Yeah, you know, that pisses me off.
How much cute he is?
He's in my spot, right? And he's like, I don't want to leave this. And I'm like, okay. Just come snuggle me.
It's so hard to like deny him things. It's like, I want your pillow. And it's like, well, I don't want to kick you off my pillow because you're just so cute.
Sometimes he can be annoying.
He can be.
But, oh, man.
But he's so damn cute.
I often talk about killing and eating cats. I'm sorry, that's why I was snickering. Not an easy topic to talk about, but I love cats. What are you crying about?
Hold on, can we wait?
Welcome to Coffee Break. That's our second take on this one. Trust me, I said some seriously weird stuff.
It's been a more the landscapers are here,
dude.
Even though they were here yesterday too.
And I saw them yesterday, but no, now they're gonna decide to do their actual jobs.
I swear, they just hire like 7 leaf blowers, just walk around and like blow shit around, and then they never pick it up. So then it just blows back into place, and then they come back the next week and just blow the same shit around. It's
Dude, my last job, I was like the only warehouse worker. Mm-hmm. I was. and I had a leaf blower that's much like theirs. Mm-hmm. The back of it is just flat, so it doesn't conform to your body.
Oh.
It hurts.
Oh.
And I'm telling you guys this story because I helped build this warehouse years before. Mm-hmm. And then as I'm working to try and push everything out, mm-hmm. It was so bad I had to mask up. Luckily, there was something going on there.
Yeah.
But I was just like, I don't want to breathe this in. I don't know what this is.
The old dust and crap and who knows what.
Yeah, I mean, being a leaf blower, what a tough job.
Like, there's got to be a more efficient way of doing things, right? Like, I feel like the leaf blower does nothing other than move the dirt around and not pick it up or anything.
Well, you move the dirt around. Think about this concept. Trust me, it's crazy.
All right.
You just push it out into an area, you collect it at some point, and then you push it to another area where it can just respread itself.
Exactly. That's how it works. Because it's just dirt. What are you going to do?
It's not just
dirt.
Throw
the dirt away?
It's not just dirt. It's our skin, the epidermis of us. It flakes. Mm-hmm. And little pieces of us are in there. There's hair.
Like whatever. Like there's like poop and whatever, feathers, things. I'm just.
Why is poop in your dirt?
I'm just thinking about like things that.
I guess animal feces, but not human feces.
I guess I should have clarified.
I do not condone shitting in public.
I should clarify. I was specifically thinking of a mouse. The little mouse poops.
Yes. We call that Advil.
No. So what happened this week? Not a lot.
No.
Before we get into it, I'm pissed that there's no fucking Pokemon news. They gave us the starters, and then like a crumb of information, like this is what the starters look like, this is what your character looks like, and then they ghosted us. Game Freak.
Ghosted. Okay. Is that not gaslighting?
No, those are completely different things.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because you're really intense about it.
That also isn't what gaslighting is.
I don't know.
I don't think you've ever actually learned what gaslighting is.
No, I didn't. I was like, oh, it's a term? Okay. Let's use it.
Gatekeep, gaslight, girl boss, you know.
Isn't it a villain in Elden Ring?
It should be. That'd be a fun villain. Tree Sentinel, you're fine. Gatekeep, gaslight, girl boss, no!
Dude, I was pissed to watch that guy sit on a rock and let his mimic destroy it. God. I suck at video games.
No. You just want to skip ahead. Like, you're the kind of person who's like, yeah, I'm level 5, but I want to beat the level 20 person. Well, you gotta level up. Why can't I just do it now, though?
I'm still playing it. I've made no progress. Anyways, Netflix released The Atom Project. We talked about it last week.
It's starring Ryan Reynolds. It's a plot about him being a time traveler and traveling back in time and hanging out with a kid version of himself. The kid actor playing kid Ryan Reynolds, very good. He nailed it. He got a lot of Ryan's like
mannerisms.
Yep. Pacing, jokes and punchlines and stuff. It was great. I enjoyed it. It was a good movie.
I love every time he swung the bat at him.
Yeah.
And you just grab the bat and throw it behind him.
It's cool, because I always forget that Ryan Reynolds can actually do all his own stunts, and he usually does. You just can't tell because he's Deadpool and he has a mask on.
And I think that's the issue there is, I agree with you. When we see Ryan Reynolds, we see this sweet, lovable Canadian boy. Mm-hmm. Right? When we see Deadpool, we see Deadpool.
Yes.
And it's hard to discern the two because he's really done such a great job at Deadpool.
He has. And even when Deadpool takes his mask off.
Especially in X-Men Origins Wolverine. He's the greatest.
I hate that movie.
It's a joke. I don't agree with it.
That is one of the worst movies I've ever seen. God, I hate it. Everything is bad about it.
God, is it actually the worst movie ever?
It's one of them. It's not my personal least favorite movie ever.
Because he's done... Okay, for the Deadpools... Sorry, we're going to go on a Ryan Reynolds rant right here really quick.
For sure.
But Deadpool 1, I thought it was awesome. My favorite scene is the quick cut of him just masturbating to a unicorn. The second one... My favorite scene was, God, he even runs like a pedophile.
I like the second one more than the first. Like, the first one was really good.
The second one escalates.
Mm-hmm.
There's amazing moments in it. But as Deadpool, in his own films, he's great.
Yes.
But some of the worst superhero films I've seen was him playing... God, I haven't even seen Blade Trinity, but the fact that the director sued Wesley Snipes for suing him.
Yeah, a counter suit for making a bad movie. Every time Ryan Reynolds is in a supporting role as in a superhero movie. Or I guess there was also the Green Lantern, huh?
That was another one. So, the Green Lantern. And I brought this up a few episodes before. Mm-hmm. Whereas old directors don't know anything.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Or they're out of touch. And that was the same guy.
Yeah.
And he did Casino Royale, James Bond, which is the first Daniel Craig one. Mm-hmm. It is good. It is stupidly good. And then he turns around and does Green Lantern. I don't want to repeat myself, but there was a lot of issues, and I can't believe that this is how we're going to do Green Lantern?
I can't believe we haven't tried to do Green Lantern again since. Do Green Lantern.
Well, somebody had an idea and then it got fired because,
I want the Green Lantern. I want it. I like Green Lantern.
I was talking about Zack Snyder.
I know. I love Green Lantern. He has really cool powers. But I don't want Hal. Hal's fine, but...
So what I found interesting about the Adam Project is it doesn't push itself too hard. It's actually a really enjoyable watch. It's, like 2 hours?
Yeah, it was nice watching a movie that was, like, a regular movie length. All of them are 3 hours now.
They get a little bit into time-space continuum stuff, but it's not...
It's, like, as...
It's as good as Doc...
That is my exact example. It was gonna be. It's as complicated as the science they have in Back to the Future.
And that was fun. His co-actors, the kid who played his younger self, amazing.
Fantastic.
That was his first debut. He knocked it.
Keep an eye on him in the future because I think he's gonna crush it as he gets older.
He also acts with I can't remember her name, but she plays Gamora and the blue bitch in
It's sad that the blue bitch doesn't narrow it down. There are so many blue bitches.
I'm just saying Gamora's green, okay?
It was nice seeing her not wear like full body.
I think her name's Zoe. I can't remember her last name. And then Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah. He was
Mark
great.
Buffalo is in there, and they're all killing it.
It was a great cast, very fun.
Yeah, the villains are scary.
Mm-hmm.
It's scary enough that you can show it to a kid and they wouldn't freak out.
Yeah, this was a very good like family action flick.
What I mean by that is they wouldn't be traumatized.
Yeah. No, fun. I liked it a lot. I'm excited to see because this is the same director who did Free Guy. And then he's going to do Deadpool 3.
Yep.
So I'm excited to see what they do with that.
The MCU's Deadpool.
Yes.
Dude, if they call it the Deadpool, I'm going to be like...
The Batman, the Suicide Squad,
hey,
Deadpool.
Don't bring DC into this fight yet.
But they're the ones doing it.
You're doing it to me.
You can't blame me for DC's actions. I'm excited. I want to see Deadpool with other... Marvel heroes.
Like Spider-Man?
Spidey specifically, yes. But I wonder, because he does really...
I wonder if we're going to talk about Spiderman soon.
I'm sure we will.
Because Tom Holland sucks.
The thing is with Deadpool, he's really good as the star of his own movie. I just wonder how he will do as a co-star, or as a supporting role. I believe in him, because he's a good actor. I guess we'll see.
There's a lot of theories there. Josh Brolin, right, playing Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's nice. What are you looking at?
With my coffee, I'm just trying to like stir it more, so the creamer gets a bit more like stirred together.
So we're all psychotic and we're losing our minds.
That happened a long time ago.
Yeah, it did. Adam Project, if you haven't seen it, check it out. We're not trying to spoil it for you, but I would say 8 out of 10.
Yeah. Exactly that.
It's perfectly simple.
Yes. Fun with the family.
And also the ending, it gets you. Mm-hmm. Especially if you feel it.
It's a good one. Yeah, if you have a family, check it out with the fam. Have a nice little action day. Watch something that isn't a superhero.
So Ted Lasso season 3 is coming. Well, right now they're in pre-production, which means they're writing it and trying to figure out locations.
Fuck yeah.
Trying to talk to the actors and figure out the schedule, shooting schedule.
That show is the only thing worth having Apple TV for. Nothing else on that program is worth watching.
Okay. God, that was a hard take.
What? I'm not lying. There's nothing else on there.
Anyways, the producers were talking about how it's going to focus more on their backstories. Which I'm fine with, because we're at a point in that show where it's...
Yeah, there's not much more forward we can go.
I'm curious why certain characters react the way they do to certain things.
Mm-hmm. You know, the first 2 seasons were phenomenal. So I can only imagine this third one will continue to be phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I love Ted Lasso. That's a great show.
And I'll say it again, if you haven't seen it, go watch it. You're going to feel good. It's stupidly weird how good you feel after watching that.
I will say, what's his name? The actor? What's his name?
Jason Sudeikis?
Yes. I'll say that is his best role, is Ted Lasso. His best performance.
You didn't like him in SNL?
I love him in SNL.
Okay,
but
we're moving on.
You can be good and also have a best.
Okay, Ms.Marvel.
Yeah.
The new Disney MCU television show.
Yes.
Which will come out after Moon Knight. Moon Knight looks amazing. Oh my god, have you seen his transformation?
I've seen parts of it. Like, I think I saw it in a trailer.
You know when I'm taking a shower way too long? You know what I'm doing.
You're just watching Moon Knight over and over again.
No, I keep seeing it and I'm just like, God, that is so cool.
Wait, when does Moon Knight come out?
At the end of this month.
Oh, okay.
Ms.Marvel is about... I don't know this character very well. I know very little of her.
Yeah, she seems cute and fun and enjoyable.
I think she's too young to fight with the Avengers. But
the Young Avengers. Isn't that what that team is called? The Young Avengers?
Yeah.
Like how, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something and literally...
Great point, buddy.
Halfway through my sentence,
really good.
Every single word
Don't worry.
flushed down the drain.
Wow. You're killing it right now. Anyways, I saw people complaining about her powers, but if you think about, what was that? The Marvel movie that was just trash. With the girl who played Marvel. I can't even remember her name.
Oh, bah.
It was so bad I just refused to accept it.
What is that movie called?
I'm going to be honest here.
We're just sucking.
I've trashed Black Widow. But I'm going to be honest, that was at least watchable.
Oof. Wow.
I've been hiding this one because I do not like this actress.
Brie Larson?
Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Oh.
Captain Marvel.
Captain...
Is that what it's called?
She's a captain?
Isn't that what it's called?
No. My captain is red, white, and blue, and he's fucking cool.
He is.
And he's got a nice ass.
Ms.Marvel? What?
No, I think you're right. It's Captain Marvel. Anyways, that movie was so bad, nobody could save it.
I fell asleep like 2 minutes in.
The best scene was Goose scratching out Nick Fury's eye to take the Tesseract. And that's the end of the movie after the credits have played a little bit.
Yeah.
It was like, oh, cool, this is going to be fun.
Well, we've been changing heroes' powers for forever. Like, even, like, Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man being able to shoot webs out of his wrists. Like, that's always something that Marvel has been
I really
doing.
wonder, if are we going to talk about Spider-Man?
Yes, we will.
Okay, I think it's really cute. I think it's an awesome approach for girls.
Yeah, looks fun.
To become superheroes. I enjoy the diversity there. That's really cool.
Yeah.
And well, that was horrible. I think it's fucking amazing that we finally get a female character of diversity who actually wants to be a superhero, but doesn't know the pain that it will be.
Wow, you got real sad at the end there.
I'm just a depressed person. Don't worry. I'm excited for it. I will watch it. You won't.
Why?
Because I just want to throw you in the gutter for throwing me in the gutter. I think it's cool. I do. What I was talking about the powers is that her ability that I know and understand is that she can pretty much stretch, but not like Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah.
She can also carry power with that, but she usually has like a giant fist. She looks like Luffy on third gear.
Yeah, I thought she could just change like her molecular makeup or something like that.
And it makes sense that she would have the same kind of aura around her that Captain Marvel would have.
Yeah.
Because Photon? WandaVision?
Yes.
Because all three of them are going to have a movie.
Rambo.
And it's called The Marvels.
His name, right? Monica Rambeau?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Photon? God, trying to keep... Man,
and she also glows the same way. And,
keeping up with the names is impossible anymore.
in the Doctor Strange trailers, we see another character doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is going to be Tom Cruise playing Iron Man.
Sure, I hope so. I think it'd be cool.
Dude, if it happens...
I think Tom Cruise is a good actor.
I don't think I could sit in a theater.
Yeah?
He's standing up.
You just jump up and scream, whoa! It's Tom!
That's my boy. No, I'm really excited, and I think this is a great new direction. Also, Disney, we'll get into this later, but Disney bringing back the Netflix series and then forcing me to go through all those loopholes. Oh my God, I had to change my password and everything. Because they're like, I don't believe you're over 14. And it's like, hold on. Fuck you. I've been watching you for a long time. And they didn't edit any of those Netflix shows. No. It's still bloody and gory, and they talk about deeper subjects.
I think it would be way too expensive to try to edit. Also, it would ruin the original intention with those shows.
And I love the original intention.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the ending of season 3 of Daredevil, we've talked about it before, but I love that.
Mm-hmm.
When Bullseye pulls up and his girlfriend's dead, and he has her in his passenger seat.
Yeah, it's also...
And the bodyguard's like, what the hell? And he just shoots him in the head. It's just like, I love you.
All that stuff is so integral to, like, the plots and things. I don't think you could edit any of it out, even if they wanted to.
Yeah. The Punisher? Hard one to talk to kids about. So he just kills people.
He's
good
just...
people? No. He doesn't kill good people. Sometimes, but... So I'm excited. I'm wondering if this shift with Disney Plus means that Moon Knight might be actually incredibly violent.
Maybe.
Because Kevin Feige?
I never remember.
I always forget. Anyways, Kevin said that there's a scene where he brutally beats someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is like Batman. But apparently it's worse.
Oh, damn.
And I'm wondering, is this going to be TV MA?
I hope so. I think Disney, especially with their doing Marvel stuff, I think by stepping into the more mature realm with their films, which I know they're fucking terrified of this, but I think if they do that, it can lead to better stories and more interesting characters in the long run.
Yeah.
Not everything is going to be made for everybody, Disney. You have a lot of adult fans. They want to see more mature topics.
So, next up, it's just a blimp on the radar. If you're a fan of slashers, I am not. Scream 6 is confirmed.
All right.
They're bringing back Courtney Cox.
She was in a Scream movie?
Yeah. Again, I'm not a fan.
Didn't they just redo Scream?
Yeah, like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So, apparently it did well enough.
To get it... Alright, sure. Congratulations.
But if you were curious, it's gonna happen. They're talking about it. How I Met Your Father.
Yes. We watched the finale. It was...
Trash.
That's a word.
No.
Confused.
You could have stuck the landing. And even when I'm talking to my coworker who's watching it, right?
Yeah.
Even he is just like, you guys messed this up.
Jesus. Wow. What was that? The weekly report again. Why?
Why? How is there going to be a rain shower? It's fucking sunny. It's a desert, bro. They could have stuck the landing. Everyone knows who the father is. Just stop.
Yeah.
Stop this shenanigans and just get the hell out of there.
It made no sense the way they ended it off. It's like every single relationship they've spent the entire season trying to build up is now in jeopardy over random bullshit that we just brought up now. Oh, I don't know if I want to have children. Why have we not talked about this at all? At any point in time.
There was a thing that I enjoyed about How I Met Your Mother. And we can't do that again.
No.
Because it's already been...
They need to find their own identity.
And what I enjoyed was Ted, the main character, trying to figure out the love of his life.
Mm-hmm.
And his best friend, and his other best friend by opinion, they're telling him conflicting thoughts, right?
Yeah.
You need to be, like, settled down and understand who you
just
are.
date everybody all the time.
And Barney is like, no, we gotta go party.
And
right?
it was cool and interesting.
And this show seems to want to do that again, but we already know. They're treating us like we're stupid.
And it's and it could have been so much more. I really think it could be more interesting if we show the actual relationship process.
Wouldn't that be crazy? A sitcom where you actually talk about the relationship and go through the steps of it?
Rather than, I'll just date random boys for forever.
There are sitcoms where you can watch the relationship, but they're not the main character.
Yeah. Or...
Again, back to How I Met Your Mother, Marshall and... Lily.
Yeah.
And
worst character, Lily.
I will never forgive her for what she did, but sorry, hard take. She broke.
She did, and
she made me cry.
That was season 2, season 1.
Oh no, that was like season 5.
Damn, but that's the thing with How I Met Your Mother. Like, that first season was still phenomenal. With season 1 of How I Met Your Mother. Now with How I Met Your Father, it's like you had a lot to live up to, and you just didn't do anything creative.
So, apparently we get a season 2.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
It's in the works. I think they could fix it, but I don't expect them to.
I don't want to go through another 10 episodes of this shit.
Yeah.
Just for them to fix it.
Just for them to be like
and apparently,
the same things.
Apparently, while they were writing this out, they were like, oh, we have great ideas for the characters to go off and do their own little thing. They're going to put that into season 2 because they think that's what's going to fix it. Because, they don't listen to the general audience who's actually watching it.
I don't know, the fact that, like, by the end of the season, first of all, I don't remember any of their names. The sister... The lesbian sister, the fact that she was like barely a character in any way throughout the whole season, I was just like, why do we have this character here?
It was weird. Why do that to a character?
Just have here she is to be a pillar of representation. Look, she's LGBT.
Yeah.
And then just never do anything with her.
You could tell they really fucked up with that character because. She's the sister of a white guy. She's Asian. And she was adopted. Mm-hmm. And then she's a lesbian who used to be an organic farmer. Yeah, now lives in New York City.
All very interesting concepts. By all means, she would probably be a more interesting main character than our actual main character.
Yeah, but she plays this really dumb, befuddling idiot. And... it's like, why would you do that? You're right. There's so much there, and they don't fucking explore.
All those things you said, like farmer, new in the city, adopted, that is the only thing her character gets to be. By the end of the season, it's still just like, I'm a farmer. It's like, I know. Do something.
And another thing they did with her, they pair her up with the British hunk.
Mm-hmm. To get, like, their own apartment.
And he's a fun character. Yeah. But they also... the first episode is the most you will really see him. Yeah. He might show up a little bit later every now and then.
He'll pop up to, like, be supportive of his girlfriend.
And he supports his friends. Like, he likes being there. They both enjoy their friends, but... Mm-hmm. It's like, you have 2 badass characters right here that could tell a story. Oh, the British guy... the little insight, he's from royalty, but he left it all to go to this woman.
Some of the best gags was... probably the funniest gag was when he was like, I'll pay, like, double the year's rent in one sitting if I can get this apartment. And then he shows up later and it's like, I thought you were getting the apartment. He's like, yeah, I went to get the money. And then it hard cuts to him, like, walking out of the bank holding a stack of money. And as soon as he walks out, someone just runs past and grabs it all. And he's like, I should have seen that coming. Like, those two characters are so funny, and so creative.
But we never use them correctly.
Instead, we're stuck on the girl who wants a boyfriend, and the girl who likes to party, and the nice guy. It's like, these are such boring archetypes. Why are these the ones taking up all the screen time?
Do you think they'll bring back Josh Peck?
No, I don't think so. Maybe, like, way down the line.
Okay. Yeah. I didn't hate his character, but again, this is just piss poor writing. We don't live in the age of sitcoms, which means you can use them as a template, but they use them as a guidebook.
Yeah, you have to be creative in this day and age.
And you're completely correct.
Yeah.
You can go anywhere.
Like
I literally just talked about a little Muslim girl becoming a superhero and how I think that's a cool concept.
Yeah.
And yet you're gonna stick to
the same formula as always. Like, even cartoons nowadays are, like, interesting and creative. We don't have, like one-off shenanigans, like old school Fairly Odd Parents or anything like that. Now we got, like, Steven Universe, where it's the whole show is one long epic, and they touch on big concepts. If you're gonna be in a sitcom for adult audiences, you have to be more than the same shit we saw back in the 90s.
I feel like they treat us like we're stupid. Mm-hmm. And that's what sitcoms do. That's why they have those laugh tracks.
So I saw a tweet.
This is where you laugh.
I saw a tweet where it's like, I would love to get rich and buy the rights to Friends so I can just edit out all the laugh tracks so then everyone will realize how actually not funny that show is.
Friends is trash.
I liked Friends growing up.
I'm a How I Met Your Mother.
I don't know if it stood the test of time.
I also like Seinfeld, and Jesus, did I say that weird?
No, yeah, you did. You liked it so much you don't know his name. Seinfeld.
I'm sorry. Seinfeld. And Frasier. But I do not like Cheers.
I hate Cheers. Frasier is fantastic. Cheers sucks. I fucking hate it.
So, sitcoms. That's a tough way to go through it. Mm-hmm. I think they're dead.
I think so too. I think How I Met Your Father might be the final nail in the coffin of the sitcom world.
And you know what's crazy? This is the 5th rendition they've made.
Yeah, you can tell that they've struggled.
As we talked about these characters, it's like, what the hell? Like Sid. Mm-hmm.
Another interesting. The only one whose name I can actually fucking remember.
Great character, but when he's near his fiance, he's constantly fucking up.
Yeah, it's like we've seen this.
But when he's with his friends, he's always helping them.
Yeah, like he's the rock, the backbone behind the friends. But when it's like...
it's like, why would you do this?
Get it? The guy said something he shouldn't have said, and now his wife is mad. It's like, what? Why?
Yeah, it's dumb. There's no easy way to bring this up. Spiderman.
Yeah, so we finally got to watch Spiderman. Yay!
Thanks for stealing my thunder.
Well, you were taking too long.
Well, I was trying to be dramatic.
You're always dramatic.
So we watched it.
We watched it twice, actually.
Why would you spoil that?
We sat down and watched it, and then the next day,
we watched it again.
Hey, I was like, what do you want to do tonight? And you were like, you want to watch Spider-Man again? And then I was like, no, we can't do that. And then we watched one video, like, talking about it. I'm like, okay, let's watch it again. And no joke, I've been thinking about watching it again.
We could do that today.
We can, if you want to. I'm down for it. It's it's that good, unsurprisingly.
No. Tom Holland still sucks, but...
You love Tom Holland. Don't you even try to hide it anymore. You love that boy.
What he does at the end, I wanted him to go through with it.
Which part?
With Gabi.
Yeah. Ah, man.
I really wanted him to do it. I wanted him to tarnish him so hard.
Should we have full spoilers for No Way Home?
No.
We'll have that at the end.
No, I avoided it with Adam Project. We're going to avoid it with this.
All right.
Not everyone's seen it, but we can talk about it suggestively.
I loved it. I love everything about it. The beginning...
Willem Dafoe. greatest. Never recast.
God, I love Willem Dafoe. He's so good.
If he ever leaves us, and God knows that if he does that, we will hate him internally. But
him is God. That's who we're hating.
If he leaves us, just retire the character.
Yeah, you can't.
Green Goblin is done.
You cannot
don't Joker this.
We proved that 100 times over with Amazing Spider-Man's attempt at Green Goblin.
And you know what?
Don't see him showing up in that movie. Just saying.
God, that was brutal. That movie made me tear up. But it wasn't for Tom Holland because he's a shit actor. Anyways, seeing those guys again, oh my God.
It was really cool.
It made me frustrated that we stopped those trilogy. Well, the other one was supposed to be a trilogy.
Like,
it was supposed to be actually 2 trilogies. They really screwed that one up.
Series. I said this to you before. They refer to each other as 1, 2, and 3, and I thought they got the numbering wrong, because I think it would have made more sense if Toby's was number 3 and Andrew's was number 2, because that's how many movies they got. That makes sense to me.
Okay. Andrew does so good. I didn't like initially his approach. I didn't hate it either. I was kind of in between about it.
In his original movie?
Yeah, in his movies. Yeah. But this one, it seems like over time he figured it out and he nails it. Well, Tobey Maguire is still Spider-Man.
He's perfect. It was so fun. It kind of like nonstop. Like the movie begins and it's very much like hectic, going throughout the whole. Like, it doesn't really stop to slow down until, like, halfway through the movie.
Fuck it. Let's give it spoilers.
We can't spoil it.
Well, we need to talk about some cool things.
Alright, so watch out for spoilers. If you don't want to hear them, click away.
It's available. You can watch it.
Yeah, just watch it and then come back to this podcast. Easy peasy. Though I'm sure most everyone has probably watched it by now. Anyone who is afraid of spoilers would have watched it by now.
Okay, the CGI is trash.
It is.
It's really bad.
Unsurprisingly. I think it's at its worst when Electro shows up for
I was going to say
time.
Sandman.
Well, it's because...
Electro is bad too, yeah.
But them together...
Oh, and the Lizard?
Lizard...
I can't believe that that's him. I'm just like, this is just a CGI piece of trash.
It's fine. The Lizard was fine. Like all Marvel, you can just tell when it's CG versus when it's real. It's very obvious. They've never been good at it.
And DC's no better, don't worry. When they hit the antidote into Electro, right? And Andrew Garfield, like, gets next to him. Yeah. And they're talking. He takes off his mask and he goes, "Man, I wish you were a black kid. I really thought you would be a black kid." Yeah. And he goes, "I'm sorry. There might be a black Spider-Man out there. You don't know." And I love that reference because we're talking about Miles.
Fuck yeah! One of arguably the best Spider-Men, Miles Morales. Super fucking cool.
Gobby, like I said, is still terrifying.
A lot of really just sweet elements. Like, I like when, Doc Ock, at the end, Doc Ock shows up to help them, and he goes and he looks at, Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man, and he's like, "Peter, you're all grown up now." And I was like, "No! My heart!"
I like when he shows up and he said, "Where is it? I had the power of the sun in the palm of my hand." And it was like, oh.
Everyone did so good. Everyone was so good. It's so good.
I didn't like Aunt May dying.
But
it had to happen because we never got the Ben. And so they figured out a way to rework that in there.
I think it worked way better.
Yeah, honestly. We're gonna get a whole new trilogy of it. And he's going to college, which the ending, it's kind of depressing, but also very Peter Parker.
Yeah, Peter is a notoriously sad character. Like, that was the whole thing with Into the Spider-Verse, was that they all have lost someone somewhere down the line.
Yeah.
That's always the thing.
Yeah. And, well, that's how you build a story of a superhero. Is what do you do with tragedy?
Exactly.
Do you avenge it?
Yeah.
Or you become murderous?
Sure. And that's the point of being a hero or a villain. So yeah, it was a fantastic... If you're a fan of the other Spider-Man movies, like not just the Tom Holland ones, but the others...
There's better Spider-Man movies
then
than that.
You will love this one. It was just a complete treat for me to watch.
You know what got my dick hard? Was watching Doctor Strange.
You said it, you gotta commit to this now.
Doing his little hand moves.
Circle hands.
When he rips the cosmos open and the multiverse pops through, you can see the shadows of other Spider-Man villains. And, the future is bright.
It's gonna be super
Or bleak. Cool. I don't know.
Here's the thing I noticed. Did anyone else notice this? So, at the end there... So when they first do the thing, Doctor Strange was like, "You made me change my spell 6 times," and Peter's like, "I only asked you to change it 5 times," and Doctor Strange like blows past that and keeps talking. At the end of the movie, Doctor Strange, when he's doing the reverse spell, he's sad and he's like, "But we're not gonna remember you. Like I won't remember you." And I realized Doctor Strange did change the spell 6 times because he changed it in extra time so he wouldn't forget Peter either.
I thought a really sentimental, was when Doctor Strange was mad at Peter, and he goes, "After all the things we went through, sometimes I forget you're still just a boy."
Yeah.
And it was just like, because they've gone to war.
Yeah.
Unlike the other Peter Parkers, they've gone to other planets.
You're
and
an
fought
Avenger? Is that a band?
Yeah.
You're in a band?
An intergalactic war, and just barely made it out of that one.
Peter spent all his time with either
Tony,
and then Doctor Strange was there right away. So it's cool. I loved it. Fantastic. 10 out of 10.
His new mentor will be Daredevil.
I hope so. That was so cool. It was great seeing Matt Murdock.
Just for that one scene.
I love Daredevil. It's such a good hero.
I think it's funny that Matt Murdock is playing coy. He always plays coy, right? Where he makes you think, oh, he's just a blind guy.
Yeah.
I know about the character that he knows that that's not only just Spider-Man, but he has a giant heart, and that's why he's defending him. Because he's a defender. The puns will never stop.
Boo.
So, I loved it. 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
If we can get Tom Holland out of there, it could be better. No, I really enjoyed it, and I was right about a lot of the rumors and predictions. There were some things that I found very interesting.
You know, honestly, I don't know why they tried to keep the other Spider-Man a secret. I think it would have helped marketing if they just played it up.
Yeah, have you seen the marketing for the DVD release?
Nope.
All 3 of them are there.
I love the one where they're doing the pointing meme, where they're just pointing. That's so fucking cute.
So a friend of mine was like, I don't know why they didn't do that in the movie. And I was like, no, they did it on, like, off the set, but you can actually find the picture where they're pointing. The weird thing was, I think it was Andrew Garfield who said, it was hard not to look at each other's cocks. Okay.
What's next on the list?
Morbius.
Oh, no. The more I see the trailers, the less excited I get.
Yeah, I can't... I mean, as much excitement as we have for Spider-Man, there is no excitement for Morbius. And Jared Leto, especially, you introduced me to a new YouTube channel.
Yes, Cinema Therapy. They're super cool.
And there was another one before that, where the guy was talking about Batman villains.
Oh, I don't remember which channel that one was.
It was interesting because he's going through all the the film versions of each character, he ends off with the Batman, but he doesn't make any predictions or anything.
Yeah, I think it came out like the day before the movie.
And it was hard to make that.
Mm-hmm.
But it was interesting to watch him talk about all of them. And when it came to the Joker, we got the original Joker, Caesar.
Yes, who I love that version. I know he's like shallow and campy, but I love the Adam West Batman. I had so much fun with it.
Could you imagine taking the Batman and showing it to that audience?
Comparing, they're like, oh my god.
Why is it so dark?
What happened in the future?
Why is he so depressed?
Why am I crying so much?
Is he brooding? Yeah, that's all he does. His name's Bruce.
Where's Robin?
I think it's stupid. Every time I get more into the future and I see more future Batmans, I look back at that one and I just go, I can't. The fucking bat dance with the stupid hippie movie. It just, oh god.
Fuck yeah. But he like got to Jared Leto's Joker.
So
he had like one sentence.
Hold on. He talks about Caesar and he's like, okay, here's who he is. Then he talks about Jack, right? And he's like, this one's really like having fun, and he's a little crazy. He's always been crazy. And then not Jared Leto, Heath.
Yes.
And Heath is the scariest one we've seen yet.
Yes. Very cool.
And then he talks about Joaquin. And Joaquin is a totally different story.
Oh, yes. A very complex
It's so
story.
much that they made an episode about him. That was interesting. That was a big insight for me because there were things that I didn't pick up on that film that just made me go, whoa.
It's not one I want to watch like multiple times. You know?
I want to watch it just because of what I see. But then he gets to Jared Leto.
Yeah.
And he just goes, to simplify his words, and he's a doctor and I'm an idiot. But basically, he said he's a punk-ass bitch and just moves on.
Yeah, there was like nothing to say about him.
Like, it was so little.
Jared Leto can be a good actor, you know? He's good. He's been good before. He's been fine before, you know? So I don't doubt his abilities as an actor.
I loved his performance in Requiem for a Dream.
Oof. That's a hard one.
Well, you've never seen it.
We started to watch it. We got like 20 minutes in, maybe?
This must have been long ago.
Yeah.
And it's not for everyone. It's
not.
really dark. It's a dark film, and you're not going to feel okay at the end. It's going to hurt you.
They're making more and more movies like that, aren't they? Huh.
We're finally in the age where it's okay to talk about these things.
Yeah.
You know? And I just don't care about Morbius.
Nah.
This is not how I would approach the story. I would have approached it with Morbius already being a thing, and it would be a Blade movie where we would have Mahershala Ali hunting him down.
Fuck yes.
And then he would be hunting him down in, I don't know, New York, Queens, right? And then you have Tom Holland Spider-Man showing up going, what are you doing?
That is certainly a direction to go with.
It's how the 90s cartoon took it. Yeah. And I loved it because Spider-Man has to talk them both down from killing each other.
He is often the mediator. Spidey just hangs out with everybody, huh?
Yeah.
The X-Men, Deadpool.
The Future Foundation.
He just does all of it.
I'm surprised this movie's finally coming out, Morbius.
Yeah. But we'll see. Maybe, you know what? Maybe we'll be wrong. Maybe it'll be like fucking phenomenal. Who knows?
God, we have a lot to talk about and it's almost an hour.
Yeah. We spent a lot of time just like,
bitching about Tom Holland. Okay, I'll leave Tom alone for the rest of this. Maybe not. Anyways, Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear, the movie that's coming out this summer. Pixar's other movie besides Red. We haven't watched it yet.
No.
There's not really a desire to watch it. It's...
Like, I'm sure it's fine. Like, that's the thing. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. I just don't want to watch it.
Lightyear apparently had a scene where a same-sex couple kiss.
Okay.
Disney, being the fucking jackasses that there are.
Again?
Yep.
Really?
Why do you think I'm bringing this up? It hasn't ended.
It's stupid because I saw someone talking about this where they'll have representation, but it'll be blink and you miss it, so then you can easily cut it out and market it to the Chinese.
Wow.
Because they don't allow that kind of stuff over there.
No, they don't.
So fuck you, Disney.
So they were like, no, we won't have this, and they cut it out. The employees of Pixar and Disney were like, no, you're wrong. Mm-hmm. And they started to say, we will rebel against you. So the CEO, Mr. Bobby Chapek,
Boo.
who reminds me of another great CEO named Bobby, was like, fine, we'll put it back in. So they're going to put it back in to try and make it okay for their own employees.
Disney?
Even though he's fairly and farly alienated everyone.
Like, Disney needs to start putting its money where its mouth is. You guys need to stop being little bitches.
No, they need a new CEO. This guy's a moron. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to watch Lightyear until it comes out on Disney+.
Yeah.
But this story was interesting to me because why? How does that change the story?
Yeah, it's just representation. Like,
I wouldn't be mad if I saw that. I wouldn't be like, oh, this is dumb.
Yeah, well, apparently Disney thinks otherwise. Fuck you, Disney.
Their beliefs and their ideals are ridiculous sometimes. Mm-hmm. And let's admit,
for marketing so heavily to LGBT people, like, there's a shit ton of Disney shit that has rainbows all over it. Mm-hmm. They have their parades and they claim to support LGBTQIA representation. They sure don't fucking actually ever do it, huh?
I said this yesterday. I don't think you were with me when I said it, but life imitates art, or art imitates life, and art is our way of seeing life.
Yes.
I said it much better yesterday.
The moment the mic is on, it's like suddenly your brain doesn't...
And no, I'm just stupid, so don't worry. But if you understand what I'm saying is that art is made because of how life is. And then when we look at art, we perceive life that way. Mm-hmm. Right? So every night when I'm staying up, I'm not actually watching Ghost Adventures. I'm Batman.
This is how you reveal this to me.
No, and you'll find out that these stories that we watch and learn to love, and it could be anything. It could be anime. It could be, magical girls.
Yeah.
We find something in there where we want to be part of it, and as we want to be part of it, we start creating these other things.
Yeah, we open up our minds. We create. We imagine.
Yeah,
we become interesting.
If you share it with the world, which social media has definitely helped out with, mm-hmm. and other people have those, and they'll take your art and they'll be like, I don't like it, or they'll be like, I love it, and then they'll create their own thing.
Isn't that crazy? I love this. The idea. Oh my god! I was thinking about this. This is gonna go on a fucking tangent, but I was thinking about this when I first heard the Disturbed cover of The Sound of Silence. Stupid. You're stupid. I love it. It's a good song. But I was thinking about it because Simon and Garfunkel's original song, it's not explicitly about anything.
Yes, it is.
Well, it is, but it's also up to interpretation about the meaning of certain words. And I was thinking about how it's cool that Simon Garfunkel...
Praise your neon god.
Well, yeah, there's different ways you can interpret that.
I think it's very clear.
A little bit, yeah. But yeah, they wrote a song to be something. And then Disturbed took that, and they might have interpreted it slightly differently. And even though it's the same exact words, the way they say it or approach it can change the meaning. And then I listening to it, can do the same exact thing, where I reinterpret it in a completely new way. And the idea that art creates new art, and people will be inspired by your creativity, and that's cool to me.
It's an interesting concept. I do like Disturbed, but their earlier stuff. Their newer stuff is trash.
was fine.
The first 5 albums are great.
When I heard it walking through Target, I was like, this isn't terrible. That was the only time I heard it.
It sounds like a Christmas song at the wrong time. So yeah, that's an interesting idea to have that and put that together. Now, the Nick Cage movie, The Tremendous Weight.
Oh, the one with Pedro Pascal?
Yeah, we talked about it last week. It went to South by Southwest.
Yeah.
And when it initially showed, it was 100% Rotten Tomatoes. Everyone loved it.
Nice.
It was a knockout. I think it's gone down a little bit because people are just horrible and they hate Tom Holland.
People are people. This movie's bad. I don't like Tom Holland. Tom Holland's not even in this movie. I said what I said.
I can't guarantee you I won't stop.
Oh man, I actually thought about this movie this morning. And I became re-excited for it. Yeah, I didn't even know this was going to be a talking point.
I'm excited that the people are enjoying this because it looks stupidly fun.
It does. And like that's all. I love Nick Cage and Pedro Pascal. They're great.
This is going to be a long podcast.
Fuck me up. Yeah. I mean, we've had short podcasts for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, I think we're looking at a 2-hour one right here.
We'll see.
Okay.
Remember when we started, we were like, I think it's going to be a short one this week because nothing happened.
And then we drag it out, yeah. Mario Kart Deluxe 8 gets DLC.
Yeah, okay. Alright.
Go ahead.
So, why? Fuck you. Not you. Mario. Fuck you, Mario. It's enough DLC, and everyone's like, it's so many... It's basically a whole new game with how many levels they've included.
It's 8 weeks, 8 weeks with 6 new courses each week.
I don't know, something like that?
It was something like that. It might be 8 months.
It's a shit ton of levels, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Just give me a new fucking game.
And that's the thing that really pisses me off is this game I was playing on the Wii U. Yes, I had one.
Yeah, me too.
Anyways.
That was a mistake.
Instead of making a new Mario Kart, they just re-released it because the Wii U was trash.
They've been doing that for years now.
They're just bringing everything back.
It's just Mario Kart 8 over and over and over again.
At what point? Oh no, they already did the VR thing. Yeah. I was going to say, at what point do we just get the VR?
I just want Mario Kart 9. Something new and creative. Don't give me the old good shit. Make new good shit.
You know what? Someone that didn't make this, I should have talked about. I guess I blocked it out mentally because I'm very upset. Netflix is releasing a new live-action Resident Evil...
Oh, yeah.
Television series, which takes place in the future. I know very little about it. They've kept a lot under wraps.
Low expectations. Based on the synopsis, they fucked it up already. So, saying Wesker has a daughter.
So that was my own speculation. But Wesker will be in it. And it's about living in New Raccoon City, because, it wasn't destroyed by a nuke, obviously.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's made by the same guys who did those god-awful Alice movies.
I don't. Leave...
You know what? I'm going to watch it because I like tormenting myself.
Leave me alone. You already took the kids. Just leave Raccoon City alone. Let someone good do Resident Evil. God damn.
Like Zack Snyder? No offense, Zack. I do like your movies. So, here's something intense. The video game industry stands with Ukraine, raising a whopping $12 million to support them.
Woo!
itch.io, which is a gaming company, raised $6 million via its recent ended bundle for Ukraine. Meanwhile, Humble Bundles. Sorry, that was good job.
Humble Bundle. That is, you know what? Just say it out loud. Whoever's listening to the podcast, say it out loud. Humble Bundle. That's just fun to say.
They raised $6 million as well, and it's still going on. That one, the itch.io had ended already, but they're offering a chunk of their games, and it's to support Ukraine.
Yay!
I also read that Elon Musk sent a satellite. I forgot the name of the satellite.
Was it like Elon Musk's
I think it was,
dick Magoo?
No, I think it was called Starlink, but he like owns the company.
So like he can name a satellite, but he can't name his own kid?
Yeah. Or keep a relationship. Anyways. He sent a satellite over to them so they can get internet, and it's helping out the Ukrainians to get information and send information.
Hooray!
Arnold Schwarzenegger made a video. I know it says the Terminator. Mm-hmm. I couldn't figure out how to spell Arnold Schwarzenegger. I was like, the Terminator will work for now. He's made a video, and he made it very clear that to the Russian civilians that they need to stand up for themselves and the world and tell their government that this is bullshit.
Damn.
So everyone on every front is against this, and I'm loving it.
Congratulations for raising so much money. Yeah. Hooray! We did it. Well done.
And I hope this comes to a peaceful end.
I hope it's
as best as it can be.
Yeah, as soon as possible. I don't want this to get dragged out unnecessarily.
It deeply saddens me every time I read about it.
The fact that it's happened is shitty to begin with. Let us continue down. What are we, like halfway through our list here?
Yeah, there's not much. GTA 5 Online, not the game, but online, will be available. It is already available on PlayStation and Xbox. You can freely download it and play.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm curious where the rest of the game is.
Like, Rockstar, I know you're not always great at making things, like, happen quickly, but that's what happened already. Why aren't we...
They've been badasses, and now they are falling apart. Because when I read the gaming news, all I get is Elden Ring.
Yes.
And Elden Ring seems to be here to stay.
It's sad when giants get toppled in the gaming industry.
No, in Elden Ring, you topple giants. It's a fun game. If you guys haven't played it or watched anything about it.
Here's an important thing. If we're going to talk about Elden Ring, I saw this yesterday. If you were playing Elden Ring on PC, make some backup saves, because they're finding out that there's a glitch that can happen where when others join in on your game to like help fight you or try to kill you or whatever that is, there's a glitch that can happen where they can like hack into your files somehow, and it'll basically like corrupt your save data, so you can't like log back in.
But this is with Stream, right?
Stream?
Yeah, Stream. And Steam. Jesus.
It's PC. I don't know any more specific than that.
We're not part of the master race, okay?
I don't do. But so yeah, if you have a PC and you do Elden Ring, either cut off online multiplayer or make some backup saves because they're trying to patch this,
and that's why I played late at night, deep in the dark.
On your PlayStation 5?
On my PlayStation 5 while I'm being Batman. Anyways.
Dressed up in full Batman gear just to sit down and play a video game.
Vengeance.
This was a good purchase. It's like that one episode of Parks and Rec.
Where Treat Yourself.
Adam bought a whole... That's a good show.
Yeah, I'm surprised I don't own a Batman costume. Oh god, I just made life goals. Lost City, which stars Sandra Bullock. Channing Tatum.
Daniel Radcliffe is the villain.
Daniel Radcliffe and Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Is coming out this Friday. Nice. This looks fun.
It does look fun.
It looks like just turn your brain off and have fun.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna do fine. Like it'll make its money back at least.
The Bat's been out for a while, so everyone who really wanted to see it has already seen it at least twice.
So if you've
seen it twice, I'm jelly of it.
If you don't want something dark, broody, and intense, there's a nice, fun, dumb comedy coming out.
We are finally getting Kirby in the Forgotten Land.
Yeah.
Which was announced months ago.
Yeah, it was.
It's coming.
It looks precious.
Tiny Tina's Wonderland is coming out. Which is a Borderlands spinoff.
Here's the thing. I love Borderlands. I think
you don't.
I do. I love it. I think it's great. I love the world. Love the lore. I hate Tiny Tina. I have never found her funny. I only think she's annoying. I can't do a whole game with her as the narrator, which sucks because the gameplay looks fun, but I hate Tiny Tina though.
The last game to come out. There's other things coming out, but I just don't find them interesting, and I don't think you guys would find them interesting. And that's why I only select certain things.
Because there's a shit ton that comes out every week.
Yeah, and if I do find them unique, I'll bring them in, but...
Wait! What is today, the 20th?
Yes.
Oh my god! A game I want comes out in like 2 days, on the 22nd, I believe. Rune Factory 5. I talked about it last time. It's like Harvest Moon. I'm excited. It's a birthday gift to myself.
It's not even your birthday.
It will be soon.
Okay. So, Tango, who is owned by Bethesda, decided to finally release Ghostwire Tokyo after delaying it.
Finally.
Which, you motherfuckers, I swear to God, I'm still in Elden Ring. I'm still in the Worlds Between.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't have time for this.
You haven't even gotten to Horizon.
Oh my god. But I hope it's good. If you guys are up for it, tell me how it is. You know?
I'm sure you'll pick it up sooner or later.
Reach out to me on Twitter at BarryBottom.
Yep,
or Bottom Barry.
Yep. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, one's gay, the other one's not. Oh no, you didn't know about that?
No, what?
Yeah, because bottom.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I named this weirdly.
It's a nickname for our doggo, little Barry Bottom. He's got a cute little booty, little fuzz bud. I love him.
It's also a pun for very bottom, like the very bottom of the tier.
Oh, cute. That's cute.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't pay attention to that.
Wow.
I was only thinking of my dog. I'm sorry.
Okay.
This is when like 90% of my brain capacity goes towards every day is the dog.
He's a cute guy. Cheaper by the dozen.
Yeah, it got
Disney released it at the same time as Turning Red. And I chose to watch that one instead.
Yeah, I had no expectations. It looked fine. It's not even a remake of Cheaper by the Dozen, which I found funny. It's more a remake of Yours, Mine, and Ours. Whatever. It was fun.
How the fuck are they back? Do you just circle around and... I'm talking about the leaf blowers. I can hear them.
They gotta do. They're getting paid by the hour.
You were here yesterday. Did you not do it? Cheaper by the Dozen was funny, sincerely heartwarming.
It was way better than I expected it to be.
There is one sequence in there that I just found absolutely cringy, which cringe comedy is not my comedy.
No.
I can't stand it. I don't know anyone who actually enjoys it.
This was something I mentioned yesterday. It's crazy. Like, kids' movies or kids' shows will often feature cringe comedy, and, like, even as a kid, I didn't like cringe comedy. So I don't know why it's always...
It seems to be kids enjoy it, but I do not.
I don't know.
Because I'm a grumpy old man. Where are my goddamn Republicans?
Old man yells at a cloud.
Rain, damn it!
No, it was a fun movie. It was, for having no expectations, it was honestly pretty sweet. Very cute. It was entertaining.
Did that ending when they went to go get back the nephew?
Yeah, the ending was great.
That
Heartwarming.
I thought it was really powerful, and the dad of the whole family, he played in Scrubs.
Yeah, he was JD in Scrubs. I don't
Zach?
remember his name. Yes, he also voiced Chicken Little. In Chicken Little.
Is he really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah.
Wow. He's funny with his quips, and when he stands his ground, he's not an intimidating person, but his words and the way he says things, it's actually powerful. You listen to him and you just go, wow.
I think he's always been a good actor.
That's what a real man who would stand up, a real person.
It's good. It's a good old family movie, whether you have kids or not. Like, I'm sure, like, you probably will enjoy it more if you have kids. your kids will have fun with it.
Oh, they're gonna love it.
But yeah, if you have kids or not, check it out. Nice, cute. If you want just cute fluff, there's very little stakes.
Sorry. One thing I do want to bring up is there is racism in that movie.
Yeah, which was something I was not expecting for them to actually touch on the concepts of racism and profiling.
So the dad is white, well, the mother
is black.
The wife
yeah.
is black. They had families before, so they joined them and then had their own children.
Which is how yours, mine, and ours works.
And that plays a huge thing. There was a neighbor in there. She pissed me off.
Yeah.
I would have punched her.
There's several villains who are just racist, like including the bullies at the school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have an Indian kid that they adopted, and even he's getting picked on.
I was very impressed because especially for a kids movie, I didn't expect Disney to actually touch on that.
They tackled it.
Yeah, and they did, and I'm proud of them. They did it very tactfully too. I liked it a lot. Well done, Disney. You can do that, but maybe show some fucking gay characters every now and then.
Yeah, Disney.
That's the thing.
You know, I don't blame the people making the movies and the shows or people working at the parks. I think they're all great.
It's all the higher-ups.
The higher-ups, you're sick and toxic.
But no, it's staying on Cheaper by the Dozen. I think it's cool to have this be a topic being brought up in a kids movie because kids notice these things. They pay attention. They're smart. So being able to bring it up in a movie that they can understand and will be watching and can relate to, I think is a smart decision.
I think it's weird they skipped the theatrical release of it. Last week I thought it was a theatrical release, but it wasn't.
Well, is it the same thing? Because technically they wanted to have Turning Red be theatrical too, but because of COVID cases, they decided to...
Huh. Well, hold on. A movie about a coming of age of a young woman who's Asian, and a movie about a multicultural family.
Yeah.
Not making theatrical releases, yet nothing else is in theaters but the Batman. But the Batman's already done his run.
Disney.
I'm only suspect to what the fuck are you saying?
Suspicioso.
And, you know, these are just thoughts and theories, and I am a little disgruntled by it, but
yes.
But that's not okay.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a good movie. Lots of good movies this week. You know? Adam Project, Cheaper by the Dozen, No Way Home. We watched a lot of good shit. Yeah.
Yeah, and, Upload.
Oh, yeah. Upload Season 2. Not great. It was fine. I didn't like the direction they went with.
It was made by the same guy who did Space Force. If you haven't seen it, it's on Amazon Prime.
Space Force was good. I liked Space Force.
Yeah, Space Force they fixed. While Upload, which had 2 years to fix itself because of the pandemic, there's parts of it that I loved and enjoyed, and there was parts of it that I was like, can we get past this?
Yeah, it felt confused, unfocused. Like it didn't know what it wants to be. It doesn't want to be like a cool action show or like drama and mysteries, or it doesn't want to be a goofy rom-com. Very, very confused. It was fun.
It should have been a goofy rom-com. Yeah, so that's Coffee Break. Thankfully, it's not 2 hours.
Yeah.
I think I would have died.
Gave you a nice hefty one this week.
Yeah, lots of topics to talk about.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments your thoughts on any of the stuff we talked about. Did you watch anything really good this week?
Yeah.
Was it Spiderman?
Are you still playing Elden Ring? Mm-hmm. I know one of you is.
Is any of you gonna pick up that Kirby game, Tiny Tina, or Ghostwire?
Who's gonna go see Lost City?
Yeah. Any and all thoughts, leave them in the comments.
Yep. This has been Coffee Break.
Yeah.
And good night and good luck.
Bye-bye.